Did you see him at a ball?
That's a quality you need to look for in a young professional.
No, but I think he will show them a bit of loyalty. Because, see, at the end of the day, Juventus are in that second bracket. You've got your Real Madrid's, Barcelona's. Juventus should be in that top bracket, but unless they get money from somewhere, which they just don't, Italian football doesn't have money at the moment. So Juventus, in terms of who they are as a club, in terms of prestige, are right beside Celtic in the higher echelons of European football, and God bless them.
Sure, if they throw a few more games and a couple of championships, you should get some money together for improvement.
I assume you're...
Cheaters. Big fat cheaters.
Yeah, very good.
Should be asterisks next to their titles.
Don't be daft. Don't say something stupid, mate. Something I read today which I thought was quite interesting. Brescia are going into bankruptcy. And did you read about this, Chris?
Yes.
So
Celtic are possibly interested in a couple of other players.
Yeah, Celtic are like vultures circling the almost dead. But no, did you read about the thing? Basically, Andre...
That's why you're not the host every week.
Yeah. Absolutely, sir. Don't you worry about that. Andre Pirlo and Roberto Baggio are going to invest in Brescia. They're going to give them some money. Apparently, it's the team that Pirlo supports. He's from the area, and that's his big team. And he was talking about how sad and how disheartened it is that the club he loves is in turmoil. He's got a few bucks, as does Baggio, so they're going to pump some money in. It's funny when a club goes into a sort of administration or liquidation, and people usually do stand up and thingy. That is, and I'm not being facetious here, but it's something like none of the Rangers players ever did. You never had anyone's coming out saying, "I'm going to put some money," even if it was a gesture.
Contracts.
What?
That's probably because I've still get contracts.
You're still getting paid.
And ultimately, they were all mercenaries.
Yeah, but
Pirlo supports the team.
Yeah, so Pirlo actually gives a fuck. But
I say, to be fair, Richard Groff's come out and bought into one of the many fan ownership groups that Rangers have got just now.
Something. Yeah.
Once they're dead, once those loans don't need to be paid back.
Aye, then they'll have a wee bit. Aye.
Actually, do you know what? I just want to read this first, and then I'll get it to you. So he's actually Andre Pirlo vows to save the club. So not just put some money in, he's vowing to save.
Is he going to play for them?
Fuck off.
You've got to think, though, as a player, surely you can't be investing in a club.
They're a Serie B club.
Yeah, but cups and...
I don't necessarily think that there'll be some way that he can just donate money as opposed to maybe having investment.
Listen, if Man City can sign Messi,
yeah.
Right,
I just want to read this. This is quite interesting. I talk to important people that really matter in the game. You know how much I cherish Brescia. I'm suffering for the team that raised me. I've done everything in my power, talking at length with those involved. I will reach out to more contacts. I will not give up. I just think it's also, as we said, Roberto Baggio is looking to... Because Roberto Baggio played some... That's the kind of thing I've said all along, is Baggio probably played some of his best football when he was at Brescia. Absolutely. Got them into Europe, did terrific with them, along with Pep Guardiola in that midfield.
What the Brescia fans need to do is come up with some shitey banners and say stuff like, and have red cards to bankruptcy, because that works.
If you come up with some banners and
really bad banners,
you all just splinter off and
all follow each other, all argue with each other, because then you don't get liquidated apparently.
If there was only some sort of IT whiz kid, some Brescia-based billionaire.
Capital investing,
wealth off the radar.
Yeah. Inter update. Did anyone?
South African criminal. They're always quite good.
What do we think about Inter's? I met talk this last week. In fact, we did. We'll come back for an Inter update a couple of weeks before. We'll do a kind of piece on them and see how they're doing and stuff like that.
Did they draw at the weekend with Empoli or something?
I think that's
No.
Well, that's positive. Okay, we're just kind of going to finish off looking at kind of England. Steve Bruce laments the fact that Hull are in Hull. Did you see that? He basically went, I would be able to buy players for Hull, but we're in Hull. So, and nobody
would have been loving that.
To be fair, we have been saying, Kevin Gillespie's been saying that for a good couple of years now.
Fucking Hull. And we got followed off of the Hull tourist board. Heavily criticising them.
Hull lovers.
But Hull got... Steve Bruce bemoans the fact that Hull are in Hull. Harry Redknapp.
I wonder how that went down in Hull.
Nobody will.
The tourist board followed him.
Harry Redknapp was rumoured to be one defeat away from the sack, and he got defeated and he didn't get sacked. Fernandes has given him the old dreaded vote of confidence. Bowdy, how good a manager is Harry Redknapp?
Financially, he's fantastic. He manages his finances like a absolute boss. I think he's very overrated. I think he's just a character that the English media love to portray as a lovable rogue.
Yeah,
he made Gareth Bale. He's a tremendous man.
Yeah, he played Gareth Bale at fucking left back.
No, he bought him as a left back and played him in the white.
No, he bought him.
No, Gareth Bale played left back for Southampton.
Sorry, he didn't play. He didn't buy him, firstly. Right? No, he didn't.
Yeah, he did. He played him as a winger.
But he played him as a left back, then he dropped him, and then there was an injury crisis, and he played him at left wing. He didn't do it because, let's fucking, know what I mean? He actually just fucking...
That was the team talk. Gareth Bale credits Harry Redknapp with everything he's ever achieved in his career.
For him saying, yes, fucking, know what I mean? Arsenal, Man City, what did you think of that? Did you watch it, Lou?
No.
Oh, great. Ciaran, did you watch it?
I did, yes, but it wasn't really exciting, really.
Yeah, it wasn't.
Good performance by Arsenal. Good result for Arsenal.
Yeah, good. As I said,
was on a bit for Chelsea. Maybe helping them to kind of push on ahead now and kind of.
I thought Cazorla was, as I say, I thought he was terrific. I thought he was really, really good.
Looking lean,
not like a chipmunk as much anymore. Is Paul Lambert on the verge of getting sacked?
Continuously, aye.
He's past
He scored, 11 goals in 21 games or something?
They went 5... This is the second time in the season they've went 5 goals without scoring. So they had a period...
5 goals without scoring,
Fucking hell. Went 5 games...
deserves a sack.
5 games without scoring.
Chris Boud back next week, won't we?
And then this is the... I'll die before I give this podcast hand up. Anything else you kind of want to talk about England? It was all... English football is not doing... It's not that interesting just now, is it?
Hull are doing really well. For being from Hull. No, they're not.
They're not
West
bottom,
Ham,
but they are in the bottom 3.
Do you know Southampton? Like, I remember you said Ronald Koeman was a terrible manager and he would do awful there.
No, what I said was Ronald Koeman will do great for the first season and then he'll fall out with the board, he'll fall out with the players. And
you said he was a terrible manager.
He is a terrible manager. But he's a guy who'll bring you short-term success. Louis van Gaal's a shite manager. If you look at the second season, every club he's been at, the second or third season, he falls out with everybody and then he gets fired.
That means Man United are fucked because he's not a good first season either.
There you go. Well, it's funny because Man United are only 2 points behind Southampton. They're actually they're 7 points behind City, but at this point in the season, how badly they've been, so inconsistent.
Well, Southampton were tipped for relegation because they got rid of what everybody considered their best players. Koeman's brought in some amazing signings.
He has brought in some amazing.
The only problem I've got now, I think, Wanyama and Schneiderlin are out for 3-4 weeks or something.
Are they both out? Yeah.
Apparently so, yeah.
I know that Wanyama was out because he got injured in the other game. Alia's doing pretty good for Southampton. He's just a waste of a fucking...
What about the job Neil Lennon's doing at Bolton, seeing as we're talking about England?
Nah.
I know how you always like to big up ex-Celts.
He's doing all right. They're in mid-table. He has done, to be fair, he has done really well because when he took over, they were in the relegation zone.
Is it true that he's not actually got a contract? He's actually managing to impress?
That can't be true.
No
I thought I had read something. I thought also when Leicester were closely rumoured to be sacking Pearson, that Bolton were trying to get Lennon onto an actual contract because he doesn't seem to be on a contract. It's almost as a kind of...
He might be on a rolling contract.
But not even
day-to-day.
It sounded almost like a day-to-day. Like, we're giving you almost like a trial. It's almost like he's in a trial period.
I don't think Neil Lennon would go on trial to be a manager anywhere. I think he'll have a contract. It might only be a... What? 3-year contract? 3-year contract.
Let's just say...
Where are you getting your information? Although, to be fair, he's starting with bloody Good Johnson and Heskey up front.
It's the Celtic wish list of 2003.
He's going to be adding Collins to that. It's like the OEP pensioner.
How do you think if he... Because he seems to have tried to get Emile Heskey in every transfer window. How would you have felt if Heskey had signed for Celtic?
I would have never watched him again. Fucking hell, man. The guy was fucking dreadful. See, when Heskey was at his best, he was still not very good.
I just think it's insane for him. And then for him to say he could never afford Good Johnson. Good Johnson was past his best as well, wasn't it? That's just insane.
Yeah.
Saying that's the guy trying to sign Sol Campbell, though, so.
And fucking
Jimmy Bullard.
God, fucking hell. Anyway, right, that's us. That's the pod. Does anyone want to have any less kind of comments? Bowdy?
I think Boud's been terrific tonight.
It has been life and soul of the bloody party. Don't you worry about that. Bowdy, what you...
I think he's been a dick.
Just an update on that contract. It's a 4-year contract.
That could be cancelled any other.
There is a ticking clock that just thingy. Any other comments you want to make about the weekend's football or the week ahead?
Fiorentina got a last-minute winner, which was pretty good for them.
Yeah,
Yep, I was
just
happy
team,
with that.
your Italian team. Samuel Eto'o is on the verge of signing for Sampdoria. Eto'o, I never again. I don't see the point. He's too old. He's got no pace anymore. But then again, it's Serie A. It's a bit slower. Brian, any kind of comments you want to make?
Kieran's tea probably won. It was amazing.
Great stuff.
Although Boud had a good effort.
But God bless Bowdy. His tea was terrific.
Second cup never tastes as good.
Aye,
Maybe that's what, because we were really parched earlier on. Maybe that. So it's maybe unfair.
Yeah, unfair. Okay. Thanks. That's the podcast. The website, 90MinuteCynic.com. The Twitter handle, @90MinuteCynic. We're on Facebook. Come on Facebook and give us a like. Facebook.com/90MinuteCynic. We're on Instagram, which Louis is supposed to be in charge of, but we never post anything.
What? Since when was I given that responsibility?
You've always had it.
Listen, see when you put something on that fucking website, we'll talk.
Right, okay, fair enough. Thanks for... We're on every Tuesday. Thanks for getting involved. Chris Boud, you've been terrific.
It's been fist banging.
Bryan McManus.
Thanks, I can't follow that.
Thanks for coming. Louis McCaffrey.
If you can, get back and listen to last week's pod, it was a belter.
Ciaran Harran.
It's been tub thumping.
Tub Duncan. I've been Mark Libra, and we'll speak to you down the road.
Here's Zitelli. The header takes it into the path of Mark Libra. Chance for Hibs, and they've scored.
It's time to start running.
Bomb drop, designed as a warning shot. Listen, cause some of us don't check statistics. Kick it. 40 million blacks in America, how could 13.5% of the population be scary? Survey says 88% of U.S. cities are black, 95% of America's suburbs are white, but 10% are black and 50% white. But post-racial politics, tricks, and lessons to fight. Education, economics, enforcement of law. The gap's the ratio even worse than before. Obama, baby, the truth is America will show you the door. Survey says, run till it's dark. 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 Makes me curse in this fight the power church. Stole history from everybody. Selling lies at the Tea Party. Shame. Survey says peeps fed up with the feds. 40 acres and 40 yards and 40 feet. Might as well be sleep down, laid out 6 feet. Keep respect, not yet. You gotta give to get. Survey says you gotta learn to earn way beyond your check. Lovable as hugging a bull, that's some bull. Negativity got a lot of pull. What's the use if you tie the noose and love the